Bill says, "You two aren't the only ones that were shot at the Cliff home in the midst of the storm." Steffy is reminded by Sheila that she knows who shot Bill. "Your mom. How could you do this?" Steffy gasps and asks Spencer. Bill informs her that she has a choice to make because, if Sheila is charged, there will be other people imprisoned as well. When Liam gets to Bill's house, he yells, "Dad, you here? Daddy-o?" He is startled to no end when Wyatt, who laughs, "You should have seen your face," suddenly approaches from behind him in the dark. They talk over notes. Both of them are unable to locate or contact their father. They ponder where he might be if he isn't there or in the office. Liam is concerned that Bill is missing and the storm is crazy. Bill encircles Sheila at the Cliff home and repeats that if Sheila is arrested, Taylor will be arrested as well. Finn queries his wife about the situation. Bill was shot a few years ago, according to Steffy. He says, "Taylor it was. My mother attempted to kill you." Finn doesn't comprehend why she would act that way. It was a terrible night, according to Steffy, one she regrets. "I thought you cared about me and my family," she begs Bill. "He does," Bill insisted. "Then how can you do this?" yells Steffy. She shouts, "You can't defend her," and reminds him that Sheila is deadly. Sheila rests her head on Bill's shoulder as he says, "That's precisely what I'm doing," in a cool manner. Liam ends a chat with Hope at Bill's house after assuring her that he won't stay there long. Before things get serious once more, he jokes around with Wyatt. They talk about how upset, angry, and betrayed their father feels as a result of Justin working at Forrester and Katie and Brooke shunning him. Wyatt claims he shoved them away. Liam is aware of that. He insists that their father has changed internally. Wyatt grouses when he redons the sword necklace. Why is he pushing them away if he's feeling so lonely? The previous night, Wyatt showed up there, but Bill wouldn't even let him in. I think he's concealing something. Emotional Bill claims he doesn't want to harm Steffy or cause her or Finn any grief at the Cliff home. "I simply want mine to end." Steffy makes a headshake. "Sheila can't assist you, Bill. She is an evil person." Bill questions whether a monster is required to aid another monster. Bill contends that despite what Steffy claims, he is a monster and that every day serves as a reminder of that fact. Bill remembers attempting to picture his own funeral. He laments, "There was no one there." Bill continues by saying that despite his pledge to become a better person and bury the old Bill, he was punished by being called a pariah and undeserving of love. "Bill, if you want to be better, then be better," Steffy begs. "What you're doing at the moment." According to Bill, what he is doing is standing by the one person who accepts him for who he is and doesn't object. "You all behave as like you're superior to him, just as I do," Sheila adds. "Perhaps you are. Although he is imperfect, neither are you, I, your mother, or he." Bill gets a hiss from Steffy. "You're working with the devil." He responds, "It's not about revenge." When she asks if it's about getting even, he turns and gives Sheila a passionate kiss. Steffy and Finn are horrifiedly watching. Wyatt and Liam are perplexed by Bill's isolation at his home. The last time they spoke, Liam thought he was a touch manic because he was going to try to persuade Katie to reconcile. "We know how it worked out," Wyatt muses. They are positive that Carter and Katie will date, which means that Brooke and Katie both rejected him. Liam thinks he truly loves them both and had imagined being with one of them. They both concur that wearing a sword necklace while being alone is a recipe for disaster. "We all know Dad," Wyatt continues. Instead of collapsing, he explodes and obliterates everything in his path. Finn begs Bill at the Cliff house not to do this since his family is at danger. "I am your family," Sheila responds. Bill believes that none of this would have occurred if Sheila had been given a fair chance in the beginning. "You're insane," snaps Steffy. Bill is simply sick of being alone in the dark and experiencing so many heartbreaks. Steffy points out that he has injured individuals. Bill acknowledges that he has, possibly Brooke and Katie the most, and they have made it clear they don't want anything to do with him. Bill has revealed himself to Sheila, who claims that he doesn't hold it against them if they don't want him. He simply wants to get better. Bill wasn't someone Finn knew very well, but this wasn't like him. Bill merely desires a new beginning and an entirely new future. When he's with a violent criminal, how can he claim he wants to be the kind of man who doesn't hurt people? Wonders Steffy. She shot her own son, yells Finn. Bill is looking for a second chance. The only person I cannot harm is this one. The one person I can't break is this one. She is capable of caring for herself. He doesn't want to bring another woman to tears once more. Sheila is incapable of crying, so Steffy yells. She's pure evil. Bill, you're giving her your all. Bill encircles Sheila with a protecting arm. Wyatt tries to phone his father while at Bill's house but receives voicemail. When Liam decides to look for hints, he discovers an earring. Wyatt receives it and announces that their father has a new mystery woman. Liam discovers a blonde wig while searching under the couch. A revelation occurs, and Liam informs Wyatt that Steffy texted him a picture of Sheila dressed as someone else. On his phone, he shows Wyatt the document. Wyatt is aware that their father was there with Sheila Carter. He believes she abducted Bill. What else could that possibly mean? Sheila tells Steffy at the Cliff house that they don't want to see her mother in jail because they love her. I saved the life of your mother. Steffy screams that she shot her in an attempt to kill herself years ago. Just like Taylor shot me, Bill murmurs. Think about what you're doing, Finn shouts. I thought you were one of us. Steffy implores Bill. Remember that Kelly is your grandchild. With a woman who is similar to him, Bill is continuing his life. You cannot take her away from me, I promise. I won't be by myself ever again. Can you hear yourself? Growls Steffy. She yells that Sheila might have caused his granddaughter's motherlessness. I'm not going to let her off the hook for this. I'm going to file charges. No, you're not, Bill responds. You're not filing a complaint. If Sheila doesn't stay free, your mother will be imprisoned for the rest of her life. I agree with that. Accept it or reject it. Steffy cries.